The reason why you don't hear about healthy relationships anymore is because of the fact that those of us in healthy relationships ain't got shit to say to y'all. Because anytime we tell you what we do for our husband or what our husband does for us, y'all look for any reason to try to come up with some type of excuse or some type of narrative that we're being controlled or that we're not really happy or I would never do that. Is exactly why your miserable ass is still single, and exactly why no matter who you try to date or what you try to date, you still end up unhappy because you have this long list of what you feel like is supposed to come from a relationship, yet you don't want to be able to, you just want to be on the receiving end.
Wow. Wow. Man. She is cooking with Crisco, all right? She is frying. She got the hottest of grease. She is not lying. I've said this to people on many occasions because they have this view, and it's very skewed, that everyone's miserable, everyone's unhappy, no one's dating, no one's staying married, all that. And that's not the case at all. It's because you're on social media too much. You're on social media where everybody's complaining about everything. The thing is that people that are in happy relationships, why in the world would they be on social media to complain about their relationship? They're happy in their relationship. And the moment they post anything about how happy they are in their relationship, oh, he did this for me, I did this for them, they get a ton of bitter betties in their comments saying all types of sideways nonsense. So if all of the people in happy relationships are either not on social media, or if they are on social media, they're not posting about their relationship, it gives you the perception that more people are unhappy than what they really are, because all you're seeing is the miserable, unhappy people.
Relationships are give and take. I can't remember the last time that I did laundry. But I will be out here taking the trash out because I don't give a fuck. I would rather take the trash out than to be downstairs doing laundry. I don't want to. I don't like laundry. But if I tell y'all, oh, yeah, I take the trash out, what? You take the trash out? You're a woman. You shouldn't be taking out the trash. That's a man's job.
It's crazy because if she says she takes the trash out, oh, that's a man's job. That's a man's job, right? If she says she raked the leaves, that's a man's job. And I don't necessarily disagree with that. I think that we all have our roles to play. I do believe in gender roles. I'm not the whole, oh, we're equal thing. But when it comes to the things that the man is supposed to do in a relationship, these same bitter women, they have no problem outlining what is expected of the man, what a real man does and doesn't do, or whatever. However, when it comes to the things that the woman traditionally is expected to do in the household, now suddenly they want to play the, well, this isn't the 50s, you can do it too, and whatnot. So it's funny how when it comes to what's expected of the man, that's always expected of him. But when it comes to the things that are expected of a woman, now we want to play the whole gender equality thing.
A man does the laundry? You should be doing that. You're the woman. Like, when it comes to a healthy relationship, there is no gender roles. I do what I want to do, and
I disagree with her there.
to do, and it ends up working out together because I do, and it just so happens that what he doesn't like to do, I don't mind doing, and what he doesn't like to do, what I don't like to do, he doesn't mind doing.
Now, I disagree with her totally on there's no such thing as gender roles, because okay, you can take out the trash and he can do the dishes, that's fine. But if there's some heavy box to pick up, you're about to go to him to lift it. If your car needs an oil change, you're about to go to him for it. If the lawn needs mowing, you're going to him for it. All right. If you need to climb a ladder for something on the roof, he's traditionally going to do it, not her. So I disagree with her there, but everything else, yeah, sis cooking.
Like, y'all are weird. My husband cooks probably most of the time. My husband taught me how to cook because I didn't know how to cook shit. I didn't know how to season. I was raised by the Caucasians. No offense, but I didn't know how to cook, so he taught me how to cook. He does most of the cooking, and when he gets done cooking, I serve him his plate. I serve him, and then once he's done eating, he gets up and leaves, and I take his plate, and I go there, and I clean the kitchen up. Like, The reason why we don't be talking about how good our relationship is or how healthy it is because y'all's little toxic asses be coming in there trying to say something crazy, yet y'all are the single ones. Make that make sense.
She pretty much was firing on all cylinders. The single bitter ones, the lifelong baby mamas, 4 kids by 4 different men, the ones that they're carrying all this trauma from the terrible men that they picked, mind you, whatever. They're always going to land in your comments with the perfect formula on how to end up miserable and bitter like them. And I find it very interesting how, in many cases, you got single women who are just baby mamas. They can't even keep a man for more than a few months. They are so miserable. They're so difficult to deal with. They be trying to give advice to women on how they should move in a marriage. They be trying to tell women how to be a wife and how not to be a wife. And it's like, what would you know about that? You know, I mean, yeah, you don't have to be Picasso in order to teach art class. So I'm not saying that you don't know like just any information whatsoever. But when it comes to being married, I believe that being married is very different than observing marriage. I mean, you can watch married people how they behave and be like, okay, well, in a marriage you do this and you do that, but it's not the same. Not until you're actually in the marriage do you get it. The women on social media, they will not only tell you don't do this and don't do that for your man, they will give you the perfect formula to be another bitter Betty online like them. Nobody hates seeing you happy and in a healthy relationship more than some single woman who's usually toxic, usually a feminist, usually strong and independent. I don't need no man and whatnot. Well, not every woman feels that way. Not every woman is on the I don't need no man thing. Some women are like, I do need a man. The thing is that you really don't hear men saying we don't need women. Now, we may have our stints where we go solo, lone wolf, because that's when we need to grind. That's when we need to evolve. That's when we need to work on our purpose. But that's just us becoming a better man. And eventually, the woman that we're with is going to benefit from our greatness. Men typically don't say, I don't need no woman. I'm not gonna listen to no woman. Well, nah. I ain't gonna even hold you up there. We definitely say we ain't gonna listen to no woman. I ain't gonna lie to y'all about that one. I ain't listening to no woman. I'm gonna leave it there though, you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm gonna holler at y'all soon. Peace.